Today I got a full body workout for you that includes all the fundamental movement patterns. You can do this with body weight, or you can throw a backpack on full of books to challenge yourself a bit more. Make sure to start off with a dynamic warm-up. Below is a link to XP Athletic Performance, who just posted a great dynamic warm-up a couple days ago that I use before every workout. Then do these 4 supersets 2 to 3 times each and you'll be toast. Take a look. Our first superset is an incline push-up followed by a box squat. On the push-up, keep the elbows in, no further out than 45 degrees. Keep your abs and glutes and quads tight and lower yourself slowly until your sternum touches the couch. Then push up, focusing on the contraction on your chest and squeezing your elbows together. After 12 of these, you're going to throw on the backpack and bust out a set of box squats. Notice how I hinge at the knee and at the hip. When you hit the chair, don't sit back and relax. Drive through the middle of your foot back to the top. 3 count on the way down and explode up. Try to get 15 of these before going back to the push-ups. Alright, I had to get pretty creative on the single arm row here. Got into a squatted position with my feet together and toes up against the wall. I pull using my lats, not my bicep. Squeeze at the top and then slowly return to the starting position. After I did about 12 of these, I shifted to king deadlifts. Some do these more like the one-legged squat, but I focus more on the hip hinge to attack my glutes and hamstrings. I have a very slight bend in the knee throughout the movement, hinge at the hip while keeping my back straight, touch the boot, and drive my hip right back through. Superset 3 starts off with a push press. I used a backpack, but you can use any objects around the house with some weight. I squat down just above 90 degrees, then drive up using that momentum to push the weight up over my head. Slowly lower the weight down before dipping back into the next squat. After I do about 12 of these, we're going right into the squat and reverse lunge series. I put the backpack around the front of my torso to keep the weight over my front leg on the reverse lunge. I start with a controlled squat and step back into a reverse lunge. Don't lean back and put the weight on the back leg. Keep the weight mostly over the middle of your front foot. Do about 4 or 5 of these clusters before going back to the push press. In our 4th and final superset, we start off with some eccentric pull-ups. I use a chair to assist me on the way up. Take my foot off the chair and try to lower myself as slowly as I can to the floor. I do about 8 to 10 of these. Then I shift to the single leg hip thrusts. I put my shoulders on the ottoman, elbows off, 1 foot planted on the ground with my toes pointed forward. The other leg locked out and straight with my ankle dorsiflexed. Then I drive through my heel, activating my hamstring and glute until I'm parallel to the ground and squeezing as hard as I can at the top. Then slowly lower myself back down. 10 to 12 of these on each side should be plenty.